So fitting in an aircraft is like working in a VW bug, isn't it? All right, once again, this is Heroes Next Door. We are talking to Ron Lockwood, one of our flight medics out of South Dakota. He's been telling us a bunch of stories. And one more question we got for you, Ron, is if you had to invite someone new into the field, kind of like Craig did for you back in the day, what is one thing you wish you would tell them about the public service?
The thing I would probably tell them is you need to have a little bit of a tough skin. You have to train hard. You have to learn to live a different life. And one of the things that I'm learning now is, from a relationship standpoint with someone now, but is your family going to tolerate you being in this kind of work, being gone for 24 hours? Right now, I'm gone 5 days at a time. Sometimes when I pick up extra shifts, I'm gone 7, 8, 9 days at a time. They need to prepare themselves for that. Is that going to fit into your family life? Training is essential. And I said, especially in the flight medicine, your training is a lot more advanced, and it's constant continuing education, not once a year, it's every month. And be prepared for that. There's a lot of times I find myself going home, but I'm not really home. I sometimes can't get caught up at stuff at the training at work, so I come home and I've got to do my training at home, where I know I'm not going to be disturbed. So sometimes you got to bring your work home. But it is, again, I would tell them that it is a job that, I said, you got to have a tough skin. It's also very rewarding at times. It's frustrating at times. And I think we've all, we've had that. If you're not physically fit, it's not a job for you. And one of the reasons that I still go to the gym 7 days a week, I just was weighed in 2 days ago and I'm still allowed to work. We have a weight limit. And if you get over that weight limit, you're immediately off the schedule. So it's something that you got to keep physically, keep up on yourself. But no, would I ever defer anyone from it? No. It's been I wouldn't have been doing it for 30 years if I didn't like it. Wow,
you've been in the business 30 years, right? What kind of changes have you seen over that time?
Oh my gosh, so much, so much. I just hung up my 30-year National Registry certificate, and changes, and I think mostly is what we're allowed to do in the field, from skills to the equipment that is out there today. Did I ever think I would be in healthcare and give blood in the field? No, I do today. Yeah. Did I ever see myself with a ventilator? My nurses come to me now and say, Ron, set up the vent. You handle the vent. They get a little nervous around it, So it's me and the ventilator, Did I see myself 10, 15 years ago touching any of that equipment or seeing some of that stuff, given the medications that I give today? Absolutely not. So, and I think 10, 15 years from now, you're going to see a lot more. But yeah, it's been a big jump since I first started.
One last question, we might throw some pictures up. Tell me the aircrafts you've been able to fly in over the years. You've been from East Coast to West Coast, and there's got to be different aircrafts that you use, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. I have started out in Pennsylvania in the, called the BO 105, made by what used to be the old company MBB, is now American Eurocopter. The big brother to that aircraft, there's two versions of it. One is called the BK 117, and now the newer model version of that is the EC 145. I have flown in the A-Stars. I have flown in the 407s. I flew in Bell 222 and Bell 230s in California. The MD 900, which you and I both flew in back in Pennsylvania. I've been in two different fixed wing. Right now I'm flying in a King Air 200. I've also flown in the Pilatus. It's Pilatus PC-12.
What would be your favorite?
My favorite probably is the one that I'm in right now, is the EC 145.
Why is that?
It's the one that you would has the rear door entry. We actually use a full-size ambulance stretcher, put the patients in and out of. As far as room, it has probably the most room of any aircraft I've ever been in.
Speaking of room, how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot, 6'1".
So fitting in an aircraft is like working in a VW bug, isn't it?
Some of the smaller aircraft that I've been in, the A-Star, I flew in that in Rapid City for a year, and that was probably the tiniest one I was ever in. And sometimes you would get back from a flight after being in there for an hour and a half, and you're so stiff, when you got to crawl out. But No, this one that we're in now, it's a great aircraft, twin engine, very powerful. It's an awesome aircraft. I absolutely love it. Yeah.
Hey, Ron, I appreciate you getting on with Zoom here with us and talking to us. Obviously, it's COVID time. You know, hopefully in the near future, we can actually come out and see you. Maybe we can do a tour. I appreciate you for what you've been doing, keeping up on your education and moving forward, helping out the people out there.